Sunday, February 2nd, 2025. I am Bob and I am live every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Washington, D.C. time. Today we're going to talk about relationship building, communications that are so critical to relationship building. I am in Ybor City, Tampa, back in Tampa because we just got off the ship. For those tracking this, I have been live for quite a while now, but doing the 99-day YouTube challenge, day 71. I've lost track. And so communication is the topic today because we just got off the ship and we met these people for dinner every single night, random people. Honestly, we got put together by the ship. And when we first met, I'm sure we had opinions of each other because that's normal. And then as we got to know each other over those 7 nights, we expanded ourselves because we participated in this relationship building without talking about it. Obviously, we're just six people who have so many different interests and so many different experiences, and the conversation just never stopped. And last night we took a picture together and we shared contact information. And honestly, I'll just tell you, so one guy born in Texas, small town, worked on a farm. Last night he showed us pictures of his childhood where he shot a deer at 3 years old and had a pet deer. He had a pet skunk. I mean, are you kidding? Like, we couldn't have grown up in more of a different world. I grew up on Long Island, New York, in a city atmosphere, and we're worlds apart. Worlds apart. We may be almost the same age though. We didn't ask ages. His wife, um, they both live in Greenville, South Carolina. She's a psychotherapist. He was a truck driver, by the way. So again, can't be more different. I'm an AI guy, and he's a truck driver. And he felt that from day one. He felt like, okay, this is going to be challenging for him. But no, by the end of it, we're like friends. And then a woman who is living in Norway, who has worked in defense for quite, her most of her career, from Georgia originally, actually military background, so she lived all over the place. Another woman who lives in Virginia, near us, honestly, but grew up in Georgia and is a teacher's assistant and loves sewing. And honestly, if we talked about sewing, she spoke a lot. She was shy, and she admitted she was shy. But six, and of course, my wife and I. So that's six people, completely different worlds. But what we did together is listened and asked questions and then remembered. So when you're actually listening to what someone's talking about, when you're asking questions about what they're talking about, that proves that you're listening. Like, they can't help themselves but get a little closer to you. And then the next day, just remember what they said. Maybe remember their name. These basic communication skills are going to like open your whole freaking world. We've grown now because of this connection, and honestly, maybe we cruise with them again in the future. And who would have thought that? It's just honestly eye-opening. So when they asked us last night, like what the highlight of our cruise was, we damn well almost said the dinner. Even though we saw Belize, we saw Cozumel and Costa Maya, which honestly weren't totally my favorites. But Honduras, Roatan, Honduras, I ate an iguana in Honduras. But here we are talking to these people at dinner, and potentially the highlight of our cruise was hanging out with them. And yes, to Captain Blind, I am in Ybor City. Man, that's pretty good. Pretty good eyes there. And I am here just temporarily, flying out tonight. So we are in Ybor. I'm in front of Bricks, who Captain Blind probably knows that place. And and then of course all the awesome cigar factories. We are spending the day in Tampa and heading out after a 7-day cruise. So back to the point, communication skills is what this channel is going to prioritize, and I will talk about goals and how you can accomplish them. And honestly, you can't accomplish anything. You can't accomplish shit without being able to communicate and get to know other people and support them in some capacity, because then they support you. These random strangers are now contacts that we have, and this woman Susanna, who's now living in Norway, like she's lived in Italy for a couple years. She's been around and she knows shit, and so I'm gonna reach out to her. And if the day I saw her, there was no way I felt like I was going to talk to her. Like, no way. And she judged me and I judged her. And I'm sure they judged my wife because, we dress differently and look differently than they do. And, but at the end, judgment's over. Like, they, they opened their mind and it opened our mind. And so it changed my thought process about people. And I give them the space. But I'll tell you a bad communication moment on this trip. We sat for lunch with a gentleman who had trouble hearing, and I wear hearing aids. That's why it's called I Can't Hear You, by the way. And so I was noticing that he wasn't listening to anything we were saying. Honestly, he just wanted to talk. He wanted to tell us stories. Older guy, but he had no interest in listening. He just wanted to just talk the whole time. And so, like, you can't get anywhere there. Like, you're not going to build any kind of relationship because you can't listen. If you can't hear, you clearly can't listen. But too often people just hear and not listen at all. And that was a challenging moment, to the point that we just got up and left because all he wanted to do was tell his war stories the whole time. And that wasn't our jam. We just wanted to eat and move on. But just open your minds to different conversations, open your minds to different opportunities to meet people, build those relationships. You cannot do this alone. You're definitely wrong if doing your moves every day and thinking about yourself every day is all you need. You need other people. You need to support each other. I'm going to get into other aspects of this platform of how you can really get to know each other's goals and support each other to accomplish those goals. And that's where the community is going to get built around. So if you're into that, if you're into getting shit done, if you're into growing, if you're into accomplishing goals, this is the place to hang out. I'm here every day, 9 a.m. I know I'm delayed today because I got held up on the ship. We thought we would be able to get out at 9:20 and I'd be able to shoot this at 9 appropriately. But I ended up having to do it later. They literally wouldn't let me stay on the ship. So that time was spent getting off the ship. So, all right, update on the platform. I want to do that every single day. I think we're approaching 60 subscribers, which is cool. Honestly, this is a super small channel. We're continuing to grow. We're prioritizing quality. I'm prioritizing the community building. I'm prioritizing being here every day for you, showing up for you. And so that's number one. But, I'm putting out the quality videos this week about our, focusing on our niche. The trolley is going by. The free trolley in Tampa. So prioritizing getting the videos out, again, that are niche specific, about interview skills, learning tech skills so that you can get a better job and make more money and therefore have the resources to accomplish other things. So those are going to start again tomorrow when I'm back in DC. And that one video is actually doing well, so I'm happy about that. We used some new editing skills. I'm going to try to get some B-roll going this week. I think I'm going to start first with stock videos, and then like stock footage that you can pay for. It's not a lot. Layering them into the videos, so you're going to see improvements in the posted videos this week, little by little, right? It's a daily improvement. That's all I'm after. That daily improvement's going to turn into some serious shit. That's the priority. All right. Let's grow together every day. I am signing off for another 9 at 9. Check me out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll do it again. Thanks for checking this out, and I'm glad you found me, by the way.